Hi, I'm Bianca Gonzalez, and today I'll be discussing an article from the New York Times about the EPA or the Environmental Protection Agency and their promises to ban animal testing by 2035. This policy has created a lot of discussion because of its affects science, public health, and animal welfare. Throughout this presentation, I will explain the EPA's new policy and the ethical debate around it. On this slide, I'll be speaking about the goal and the EPA's policy. The EPA is proposing a major shift away from traditional animal testing. The agency's goal is to reduce the use of mammals in testing and eventually eliminate mammal animal testing by their proposed date is 2035. Um, to accomplish this, the EPA plans to support the development and use of alternative testing methods such as artificial intelligence and computer modeling. These methods could allow scientists to study the potential effects and safety of chemicals without relying as heavily as we are now on animals. Overall, the EPA is trying to move toward a different direction to chemical safety testings. So the biggest thing about their new policy has been the ethical debate and the challenges and backlash they have faced from the environmental organizations, but also the supporters from the animal welfare organizations. But the EPA's plan has created uh, debate over how realistic and scientifically safe this transition will be. Supporters of the plan, which is the more common point of view, since most people would like to see animals not be used on, like chemicals being used on animals. But the supporters believe the plan of reducing animals is important and that newer technologies may provide really good alternatives. However, there are also concerns about whether alternative methods are ready to completely replace animal testing. We're not sure if the technology is exactly where we need it to be to completely eliminate it. One major question is whether scientists can still accurately determine the safety of chemicals without using animals, since these chemicals will most likely be used in the public and digested, used just on a person. It is really important that we efficiently test them before they hit the market. Because of this, the success of the EPA's plan would depend heavily on the development of alternative testing methods. So, as much as the EPA would like to say that they have their goal to be completely eliminate animal testing by 2035, it really just depends on the advancements of the newer technologies. In conclusion, the EPA's plan represents a major change in how chemical safety may be tested in the future, which is really exciting, really new, reflecting advances in technology and growing concerns for animal welfare while questioning about public health and organization responsibilities. The debate shows the ethical challenges in science because they often entail in balancing conflicting priorities. Um, as technology continues to improve, it is natural for it to begin to replace or enhance the science we already use. It is important for policymakers to make well-rounded decisions, really think about the public as well as understanding their point of view of having to look after their science and organization as well. But as long as it's viewed from every point of view for the good, then I don't see any problems with moving forward in those decisions. Um, but that's all I have for the article that I have chosen of animal testing. But thank you so much for listening.